everyone, in today's video I am going to be sharing a few unpopular opinions that I believe in or a few unusual facts about me as well. Please don't kill me at the end of this video. Let's get started. My name is Soumi. I am an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad grad, and on this channel I share my career and life experiences. I get my friends to share their experiences as well so that some of you can enjoy and learn from our journeys. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay. Unpopular opinion number one, or it's a very unusual fact about me, is that I don't like gifts. I don't like receiving gifts. I don't like giving gifts a lot. Unless, of course, it's something like a food item or maybe a flower or something, which is perishable and you use it and then you throw it away. I don't mind if I don't get any gifts on my birthdays, if my husband doesn't give me anything on anniversaries or other kind of occasions. I'm a true believer of buying things when I need it. And there are really three reasons why I don't like gifts, okay? Number one is I feel like gifts promote consumerism quite a bit. It also promotes vanity or showing off quite a bit. A lot of times gifts are given to show that, oh, you can afford such a big thing. Hardly ever it's the intent behind a gift, right? Second reason why I don't like gifts is because I feel like it's a vicious cycle. Someone comes and gives you a gift, and next time something happens, like a special occasion or something, you have to give the other person as well. And I am one of those people who is very shameless that way. Even if I get a gift, I would love to break that cycle and set expectations right with the other person that please don't give me any gifts and don't expect any gifts from me. Third reason why I don't like gifts is because I think gifts are wasteful. Because a lot of times what happens is when you get a gift, it's probably not to your most liking. And it's difficult, it's difficult for the other person who is gifting you and your taste to match and get the perfect gift that you can actually keep using on a day-to-day basis. So what will happen? You will take that gift, you will probably feel happy for a bit also, and then you will not end up using it much. And next time when the other person has an occasion, you will have to go and give that person something which that person may not like and may not end up using. कितने बार बचपन में ये नहीं होता था, बर्थडे गिफ्ट्स जब आती थी तब या तो दो तीन सिमिलर चीज़ें आ जाती थी. मेरे साथ तो बहुत होता था because we used to live in a very small place, okay? There were only few shops and everyone would go and shop from those places. Then you would feel like, oh, I really don't want this. I wish I could like exchange it for something better. Now, very hardly it happens that you get that gift from someone who means a lot to you, like a grandmom or someone, and you really want to hold it to your heart. So I'm not talking about those kind of gifts which has a sentimental value, but like the day-to-day societal gifts exchange that we do. Now, moving to the second unpopular opinion, I think it's perfectly okay to be a jack of all trades and master of none. Who says that you have to be a specialist or an expert in a field? There's such a huge pressure on all of us to do things not because we love doing things, but to do things to excel in it. I mean, of course, it's the other person's choice if the person wants to become a specialist or not. But a lot of times I feel like we want to do things, but what stops us is maybe there are these other things which has been set for us that we need to excel in. For example, the society tells us to excel in academics, and we might be really good at craft and we'll just ignore it just because the society asks us to study. I feel like if we spend more time doing things we like, and a lot of times we don't even need to put the pressure of fetching us money from that. A lot of times things need to be done just for the joy of it. I'll just give you my example itself. I love traveling. I love creating content. I love doing DIYs. I love singing. I love reading. I like doing all of these things. For the longest time, I had this guilt in me that, I'm doing so much and I'm not excelling at any of these things. I'm doing these things for the joy of it only. And is it really serving a purpose in my life? But as I have grown and matured, I've realized that yes, I should be doing these things. I don't need to focus too much on becoming a master of all of these things. I need to do these things because they bring me joy. Period. Third unpopular opinion, I feel Money Heist is super overrated. Some of these shows get so overrated, even Game of Thrones. I haven't even watched Game of Thrones after like 2 or 3 episodes. But anyway, Money Heist, I have watched, and I can tell you that I feel like it's super overrated. I couldn't understand abhi jo naya season aaya tha. What was the rave about? Everyone were posting in their like stories, and everyone was busy finishing all the episodes of the show the first day itself. Honestly, I've never been a super big fan of the show. I have never found it that riveting either. I don't feel like the strategies that they show are very differentiating either. मुझे लगता है वो hindsight में ना सब कुछ justify कर देते हैं. The kind of shows that I watch are Rudy's, Splitsvilla, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so much drama. These cringe shows are amazing, yeah. Like, I'm not even embarrassed to admit that I love watching these shows. Actually, maybe I'm a little bit. These are my favorite dinner time watches when I can just relax. I don't have to like focus too much on what's going on in front of the TV and just enjoy the drama. Fourth unpopular opinion, saving can help you get rich. I do not believe in that. And this is a new phenomenon in my life. I have been brought up in an environment by my parents in such a way that, you know, everyone has inculcated that saving attitude or like good habit in me, and I do save quite a bit. I just feel like over the time I've come to realize that just saving money can only help you become rich by so much. Like, it'll probably add 5% to your income. We think so much before if we want to really buy a book or that we like reading, or if we want to buy coffee every day. Say for instance, we like exotic coffee and we like to drink that every day. A lot of times we think that अरे यार इतना खर्चा हो रहा है, हर दिन हम कॉफी पी रहे हैं बाहर, हर दिन बाहर का खाना खा रहे हैं, losing a lot of wealth that way. But I just feel like that's such a suffocating way of living life. And I've been reading this book by Ramit Sethi. He also says the same thing. In order to be leading a rich life, you need to spend as much as you like on the things that you like, as long as you cut down mercilessly on the things that don't matter as much to you. So basically, saving money, in my opinion, can help only increase your wealth by say 2 or 3%, or maybe max 5%. But it's not going to make a dent in your financial health or portfolio. Rather than that, a spending mindset can help a lot. Spending on the right kind of things, for example. Investing in good things which can give you value for money for a long period of time. And I'm not asking you to spend unnecessarily on each and everything, but identify your things where you want to spend more. Identify on investing in yourself, which can make you better at some of the skills, and then it can help you probably earn more money. So spend money in those kind of areas. Spend money in things that bring you joy. For example, for me, I love spending my money in travel, in building experiences. These days, I have also started spending money in getting additional help so that it can free up some of my time. So that spending mindset helps you probably lead a much more peaceful and a centered life. Also helps you, become better so that you can earn more wealth. Right. Fifth unpopular opinion, I think personally that pets are overrated. I mean, I get it. Like, if you are adopting a stray dog, it's a different thing altogether. I won't ever do it because I'm not too comfortable with animals around me. But I get where you guys are coming from. So in US or Singapore, for example, I would see a lot of times people would have like 2-3 dogs. And these are not stray dogs, by the way. These are all exotic breed of dogs. But those same people would complain about having babies because they think it takes a lot of maintenance, time and wealth. So I don't get that aspect in my head, that how is a pet different that way? Like, it's taking up same amount of your time and energy. I don't understand the aspect why pets are such a craze. Sixth and the last unpopular opinion that I have is that nepotism is not bad. Or rather, let me put it this way, nepotism is a way of life and we all need to embrace it. I think more often than not, what happens is everybody feels nepotism is bad till it is your own family. But anyway, my point of bringing it up is I feel like every one of us are born with some sort of privileges, some more than the others. What we deem as unfair is probably not as unfair to the other person. If you are born in a middle class family, you have a benefit over someone who is not able to feed their kids, and everyone tries to use those privileges to our favor, right? So to blame someone who you think has better privileges than you is sort of like holding a moral high ground for absolutely no reason. At any point of time, if we feel that we have access to, say for instance, a good network or an influential family member who we can use to our benefit, we should use it and make the most of it. Because remember that results and outcome matter the most. Everything else is just an excuse. Okay, those were all the unpopular opinions that I wanted to share. I don't know if some of you guys can relate to any of these statements. If you do agree, let me know in the comments. If you do disagree, then definitely let me know in the comments with your rationale. I am very open to different points of views. Otherwise, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Please don't unsubscribe if you don't agree with some of my viewpoints. I promise I'm not a bad person. With that, we have come to the end of this video, and I'm going to see you super soon in the next video. Till then, bye.